Hello and welcome to Watches with a Woman. I am here today to talk about the TAG Heuer Monaco Blue Dial. This is the 12 caliber. I've had this watch actually for quite a number of years now. I got the caliber 12 because it's slightly thinner than the caliber 11, which helps wear well on my 6-inch wrist. So this is the Blue Dial watch made famous by Steve McQueen, worn by Walter White on Breaking Bad. It's such an iconic and punchy design, which is part of the reason that I loved it so much when I was originally looking at this watch. So even from a distance and in photos that aren't specifically of the watch, you can tell what it is. That iconic square shape and the blue dial with contrasting white subdials, which really help the watch pop. I am a huge fan of the red accents on this blue dial. The red of the seconds hand, the chronograph hand, and the chronograph hand on the 30-second subdial are all really bright. When you see this watch in the sun, everything just plays together so well to be such a happy and iconic watch. So it does have a 30-second chronograph. You set the watch, it's not a screw down crown. At the first pop, you can set the date of the watch. The second click is for the time. So this has the tag buckle, and this is the original navy alligator strap that it came on. I am thinking now at this point, because the strap is getting a bit older, that I would put this on, for example, a lighter blue or royal blue racing strap in suede, something that would really help this already really iconic, eye-catching watch pop even more. I think that the lighter blue could help brighten the dial, as well as allow those red accents to really shine. So this is plexiglass and steel. It has the date down at the 6 o'clock position, which I find very helpful on a watch. I would like it to be more than a 30-second counter, but I understand the classic look of this watch, and it does keep the dial quite clean. So they've come out with many Monacos over the years. This is the 50th anniversary of the TAG Heuer Monaco. Some others include the Black Dial Dark Lord Monaco, which is really quite eye-catching as well. Next to the Blue Dial, it's one of my favorites. They have others with the Gulf Racing colors, and they came out with the latest Monaco, which is an even larger watch. You guys can let me know what you think of that in the comments below. So this one is 38 millimeters in width, 47 millimeters in height. The thickness is 13 millimeters, and the lug width is 22. So it does actually wear quite well because it doesn't really have the lugs that hang off the wrist. This is the smallest watch that I own. If you are around watch people, they will generally know this watch, and it kind of fell out of my rotation for a bit, and I've been wearing it a lot recently, and I forget how many people actually comment on it just because it is so different, and it's a very approachable, friendly watch. There's not too much going on, but there's enough to keep your interest. With the sharp no number indices for the time, the clean numbers of the subdials, it has a modern yet vintage feel to it, and the pushers actually feel quite nice to use. They have a good solid click when you press, and watching that red chronograph hand go around the dial, it's really eye-catching and is one of my favorite details of the watch. I also like how there's no real balances on any of the hands, that they are all very clean lines. If anybody is looking for a versatile watch that has that fun history to it and is also a watch person's watch, this is definitely up there. With its racing heritage, striking color, vintage look, great size with presence on the wrist but not being overpowering, it's really an amazing choice. So when I was trying on this watch, I actually originally tried on the women's version black dial Monaco. And after trying it on, this is towards the start of my loving watches, I saw the blue dial and that was the one that really caught my eye. So I thought to myself, well, why isn't there a women's version of that? I actually ended up trying this on, and this was the watch that got me first to really understand that as a woman, I can still wear any watch that I want, pull it off. And this is the case where I'd been trying on men's watches before this, but this was the turning point to where that's pretty much exclusively what I try on now. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.